Welcome back to Broken Dolly TV. I thought I would just quickly do a little haul video for y'all, but I did this not that long ago, and I'm just in a season where I happen to be fortunate enough to gain a crap ton of dolls all at one time. It feels like I'm so overwhelmed. So many dolls have been making their way into my collection recently, like in the last month, but that means more videos for y'all. So let me show you what I got. If you already saw my first haul where I added the You Create Barbie Basics dolls from kit number 2 and 3 to my collection recently, you'll know that I got them on sale. Actually, while I'm filming this, there is a sale going on until the end of November for you guys. If you want to buy the You Create Barbie Basics dolls, they're only $70 instead of $100, which is even cheaper than what I paid for these. So you should go over to Mattel Creations website and take a look at what they have over there. There's select items on sale up for the holidays, and this might be a good time for you guys to grab these dolls up if you don't want to spend $100 on each, which is the retail price. But anyways, let me show you what all I have here. So I'm going to omit the stuff that I already showed you guys in my last haul video. I don't think I showed you her, which is the Lara Croft doll from the Tomb Raider series. This is an older doll. I happened to find her on eBay for like $40 with shipping included, so I thought that was a pretty good deal for her because she's actually a lot more now since the doll is discontinued. And clearly I haven't styled her yet because I still need to do my review and restyle. So these dolls you see that are still in their original clothing but out of the box, I just took them out of the boxes because the boxes are so bulky, they take up too much space. I'm an out of box collector anyway, so there's no point in me keeping them in the boxes. Next to her we've got Miss Deluxe Style Barbie. I always want to say Style Deluxe. Anyways, this one is number 2 I believe from the first wave with the tie sculpt and the prosthetic leg, and I actually got 2 of her because I want to keep one as a body donor because this skin tone is the yellowy kind of skin tone, very difficult to match, and there's only like 1 or 2 made to move versions that are not easily available. So I happened to get her on sale on Amazon. If you're looking for a doll that might make a good donor, then you might want to use this one for that skin tone. All the dolls that I bought on Amazon are linked in my storefront, my Amazon storefront, which is below in the description box, so go there and check them out if you want to find some good deals, as well as my product links for other websites as well here in my info bar. These 2 guys, I think you already saw this guy in the first haul video I did a few, like maybe a week back or so, but I also got the Julio sculpt. So this sculpt is called Brandon and this one is Julio, and I of course took them out of the boxes. Unfortunately, both of these guys look like they have very difficult skin tones to match, which makes me sad. So for the first time ever on my channel, I will be restyling these guys as is with their original bodies, because temporarily I'm gonna have to just keep them on these bodies until I can find the proper matches for them to get articulation, which is like, you don't understand how sad I am about this, okay? Very, very sad, but it is what it is. I got them for good prices on Amazon, less than their retail prices. And just so you guys know, all the dolls that I'm showing you guys in these hauls are dolls that I got for less than their retail prices, including Miss Turquoise Gemstone Fantasy Collection Simone sculpt here. She is originally $100 and Mattel Creations has her on sale for $70, but I paid only $35 for her with my membership because there was a special sale going on that allowed members to get 50% off even the sale price. Like, what, Mattel? Since when? So I had to add this one because I was just so curious about her. But again, for the first time in my life, I think I'm going to actually keep this doll as is. I'm not going to change her out of the clothes. It's so tempting to steal her jewelry, however. She even has a ring, and I'm very tempted to take her out of the box and put her on display, which I might end up doing just because it's so difficult for me to see dolls in their boxes. They feel like they're like trapped and they can't breathe, like they're in a cage. But the thing I do like about this box is that it's clear on all sides except for the backing, so that makes me feel less like she's trapped. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I will keep her in the box after all. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't decided, but whatever it is I decide to do with her, I'll be sure to show you guys. But can you believe I only paid $35 for this doll? Like, what? And Mattel, you know Mattel loves to charge shipping separately too, so the fact that I was able to get like a bunch of stuff on sale and only have to pay shipping once was like, thank you Lord. All right, This girl who I'm planning to do a restyle video on soon is actually Vanessa, one of the Little Mermaid characters, who I've been eyeing for like months, deciding whether I wanted to get her or not just for her head. Her body is total garbage, but I did find that she is a match for the tennis player's body. I was like, brah, she's cute. I like her face. I might do but I'm gonna do some customizing to her because I want to like change up her look a little bit. But yeah, I found her for only, I want to say $11 on Amazon. So she's also linked in my storefront. And even though she's headless, I also got the deluxe style doll number. I don't know what she is. What number is she? This whole wave was just like, yeah. I think this one is from wave 2, which I didn't like, but I got her as a body donor because she was like super cheap at a local store. I also got this body for, I want to say I paid like $5 or something for this doll. It was like stupid low price, and I thought maybe she could be a match for Miss Selma over here, possibly, but I don't know. I'll have to try her on there to see. The neck peg looks like it's pretty easy to just pop the doll's head on and off because it's just a little circular thing with no prongs. I'm gonna give you guys a review of this very hollow feeling body that's supposed to be duplicating like something similar to an Integrity Toys doll body or the Meezy dolls. I don't know. I'll show you guys how that turns out. I also found these Zuru mini brand sneakers on Amazon for a decent price. I think I paid something like, I want to say I paid like $11 or $12 for each set of 2 balls. And these are for the sneakers, not the series number 3 with the nice shoes. But I love the caps that come with those for my boys, and so far I've been using those shoes for my like curvy doll's feet, but they feel like they're supposed to fit a Ken doll's foot. They're kind of like big, so I don't know. Has anyone successfully been able to get these shoes on a Ken doll's foot? I haven't, but whatever. My curvy girls could always use more shoes. So I'm not worried about it. And then another thing I got is, did I already show you guys this? Jeez, I got like a bunch of clothes for Ken from Amazon as well. This actually container is like holding like 2 different sets of clothes, but there's like a bunch of clothes in there. I found Mr. Ken Couture, oh my gosh, for only half price, and along with this girl, same sale, and no way in hell I was gonna pay $100 for this doll. Okay, not for his stiff body, but I do want him for more than just his head sculpt. So I already have 2 Tates in my collection, but I think they are different skin tones and don't have the same hairstyles, obviously. This box, first of all, is a magnetic box. Like, the box is everything. I have never been so excited about a doll box in my life, okay? It's so heavy and like very premium feeling, and this whole insert just pops right on out, and you can put things into this box or other dolls into this box and display it, and it's so plain and like simple, which I love. And then we've got Carlisle's artwork on the back here. Good job to whoever designed this box. They did a great job. But anyways, here he is, and I'm going to be restyling him and probably rebodying him because I think I might have a donor that can suit his skin tone. But he's got rooted hair. I mean, I only got him because I really wanted the clothes. The clothes on this doll look so immaculate and well styled for a male doll. Like, we just don't see this kind of quality with Mattel clothes, unfortunately, which we should, but we don't. You got to go to Integrity for this level of artistry for the clothes, and also Integrity is way better than Mattel, I think, when it comes to designing doll clothes. Their quality is just like unmatched. So if you want really quality clothes, you got to go to Integrity. But for Mattel, this is decent. So for half price, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Goodness gracious, your hair is crisp but tea. Definitely needs a restyle, but I'm definitely gonna be stealing them clothes, breaking it up into different outfits for some of my other male dolls. What else did I find? I also found these balls. Why do I keep saying it like that? The mini balls. So I had a whole nother set of these that I got before that I opened on camera, and I'm gonna be showing you guys what I found in the balls. But I got another set of 5 so that I can continue trying to collect at least as many as I can get, of course. Hopefully there's not too many duplicates. This batch is a little more nerve-wracking for me because since I already had another 5 balls that I opened before. Like, I'm kind of scared that these are gonna have a bunch of duplicates in it, and then what? But fortunately, I don't have any of these in my collection other than those first 5. So if I do get duplicates, then hopefully it'll be like duplicates that I can use that I really like instead of the ones that I don't like, because there are some here that I don't really like the design of. But fortunately, I don't have enough of them to even like complain. So we'll see together. And we'll try them on some dolls. Then I also found these jackets. Look at this. This is so cute. And it's got a zipper all the way up the front. And they're supposed to be like long coats for the dolls. I got these from eBay for like $5 each, and they all came from the same seller, but they took so long to get here because they came from Wuhan. They came from China, so hopefully there isn't any COVID in here, but we'll see when we take it out. I do not want to forget about these 2 fashion packs that I also got on sale along with those dolls from Mattel for only $12.50 instead of the $25 original price for each box. And these obviously contain the clothing that you see here modeled on the Barbie doll. So I know you're like, why did you get the pink scent when you hate pink, Gypsy? Mind your business. Because I do use pink and different shades of pink I don't mind in my collection when I style my dolls, depending on the doll. Like, if the doll seems like her personality would gravitate towards pinky girly kind of colors, then I'll dress her that way. And also as a accent color, sometimes I'll use pink. Like, some colors I think look good complementing pink, like green and pink looks good to me, purple and pink looks good, brown and pink. So it depends on what it is, but I don't like to have like this head to toe pink from like, that's to me is like cringy. But here and there I'll use the color. So if I'm gonna get it on sale, obviously I'm not gonna pay full price for it, gross, but if I'm gonna get it on sale, then because I know that the quality of these at Barbie style clothes seems to be pretty good, I decided I would try it because I missed all the other versions of these outfits, and there was no way I'm not paying full price for this stuff. I'm just not gonna do it. So I had to try it with these instead. Mostly I'm interested in the jacket with this one, and for this outfit mostly I'm interested in the sweater. I like little statement pieces like that that don't look like everyday stuff you see on doll clothes. So hopefully I'll be able to find some cool outfits to integrate these into. But wait, there's more. Make sure I don't forget anything because I've got things kind of spread around. Oh, that's right. Goodness, I did almost forget you. Yeah, this I haven't even opened yet. This is a set of, I think there are shirts in here. Like, I want to say that these are they turtleneck shirts? I think they're like turtleneck shirts in different colors that I got from Amazon for a decent price. Those are for the girls, I think. You can see some of them hanging here. I got a bunch of hoodies as well that we're going to try on some dolls. What else? The other hoodies are over here. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. And then lastly but not leastly, don't worry, I know you're gonna have a whole heart attack when you see what I done got. Listen, all right, first of all, I didn't pay full price for her. Absolutely refuse. I would never. $55, too much, way too much. So when I was checking out to buy all the other stuff that I just showed you guys from Mattel Creations, they actually sent me like a coupon to get $11 off of this doll on sale. So because they gave me a discount was the only reason why she even made it into my cart, because I was completely passing her over. Not interested, not at that price. But as you all know, I don't have a Brooklyn in my collection, and I told you guys when I was speculating about this doll that I would like to add a Brooklyn, but I don't want her to be goofy looking, okay? So I was hoping that this one would be the one, because I really liked the sketch that they did when they were like trying to get a vote for which doll people wanted. And in the sketch, is this just me, or does she not look like Cassie? The sketch looks like the singer Cassie to me. So I'm thinking like, ooh, is we gonna get like a doll that looks similar to Cassie? And no, this is what we ended up with. Face is a little bit disappointing for me, but I do like the execution of a lot of the stuff that they did with this doll. Like, I love these earrings and the metallic coloring that they use for the earrings. She also has it looks like two different shades of goldish kind of bracelets there, but we got to take her out the box to get a better look. And I like the way they give her freckles. It's just so much about this face though that is like irking me. So I think when I take her out, I'm probably gonna end up removing her from this body, which is an original made to move body, but I do appreciate the body because I can always use bodies for donors, which I think I will. And when I'm looking at her and Selma side by side, I think these two are the same skin tone. What do you guys think? So I'm debating if maybe I would like to put her onto this body or that model body that I showed you guys that I got from AliExpress, or another body I have, which is the actual Brooklyn made to move dolls body with the athletic shape. I love the shape, but for some reason I can't decide if the skin tone is quite a match or not with Selma over there. When I take her out of the box, I'm going to compare and see if Selma and her are a good match or a better match. You're going to see all of that. I'm going to do with you guys so we can choose the right body for her. So mainly I got it for this body because I felt like it might be a good skin tone match for my Selma, and also for the clothing. I do like the dress, although this is not a dress I'm going to use on a regular basis with my dolls. This is like a very specific style that I would be using for either. I would be using this for a doll whose personality fits the outfit. Like it would have to be a doll who in my mind I imagine that she would dress like this. Cause like, where are you going? Where is you going? Hopefully the quality of the dress is nice, but I like the flowery kind of a feel that it has. It feels like flower petals are all over the dress. The shoes, we all know, is a disappointment because of it's not made of fabric as it should be. When I looked at pictures of the other at Barbie style dolls that were $100, the ones that came with separate outfits, they all had shoes that were like, there was like fabric on them. The ones that looked like they were supposed to have fabric on them anyway. So like, what is this? It feels like a very cut corner to me. It's disappointing. And also they had fabric purses. Like, what is this? This is a piece of plastic. Mattel, you can do so much better. We know this. But for half the price of those, we get half the quality. So no way, I was not going to pay $55 for this doll. So, but on sale, I think that it might be worth it to add to your collection. If, like me, you don't have a Brooklyn sculpt, and who knows when they're going to make a Brooklyn sculpt that we find acceptable, like the one that they have on their Instagram page. That one I think is like kind of cute, and I wish they would just produce her face. Why can't we get that screening? But whatever, this one is as close as I've seen so far, except that the lips are a different color. I think maybe I would want to darken these lips a little bit, and I kind of want to close her eyes up some. Like they just look so wide compared to the sketch. Especially I feel like she needs to have like a little bit slightly closed eyes. So I'm going to try to customize her with y'all, and we'll see how she turns out. She's definitely coming off this body because I don't consider this doll in my collection one of my top tier dolls. I don't even know if I would keep her out on display like that, which is kind of insane to say. Well, why do you have a doll in your collection you don't want to keep out on display? Because sometimes I have dolls that I use as characters for storytelling that I need, and they're not models necessarily. So that's what I would use this kind of a doll for. I do like the twists that are in her hair, and they're very long, so that's cool. I think I only have maybe one other doll that has twisties in her hair like that, which is this one right here, Adara. Beautiful, beautiful face with the model of the moment Marissa sculpt, and I think she's my only one, but she's got twists in her hair. And if those twists are anything like these twists, you can expect for them to slowly unravel as time goes by, because these twists are all just looking to come apart. But I don't mess with the doll too much, so I don't have to worry about it. Hers look like the strands are a little bit bigger, so I don't know how well that the twisted hairstyle will stay. But even if they do unravel, I mean, it's not gonna look bad. It'll still be like little coily curls, but I'm just saying they might not stay like this long term. Yeah, ignore the noise in my background for just the segment of the video, but I don't want to forget to add these girls. So I found Mariah Carey at Ollie's. I've never been to that store before. They had a little section of Barbies over there. She was at $30, which is significantly lower than her asking price, like her retail price. On Mattel's website right now, she's on sale for like, why do I want to say $50? So I was not gonna spend full price on this doll because I don't like her open mouth, even though I love me some Mariah Carey's face, but them teeth showing is just really like irking me, and I don't like red, so nothing about her clothes that appeals to me, and I don't like stiff bodies, so I have no use for this body. I'm probably gonna end up trying to close her mouth up and then putting her onto a articulated body and restyling her completely. She's not gonna be Mariah Carey in my collection because I don't do it like that, but she should look okay with her mouth closed. And then I found this doll, which is, I think she's the 2022 Santa Barbie. but she happens to have a Tori sculpt, which is like unheard of on a Playline doll, on modern dolls anyway. I happen to see her just hanging out randomly at Target, so I got her as well. I think her regular price is like $16 maybe, I could be wrong, but she rang up for like $14. So I just want her for the head. I don't want any of this Christmassy nonsense that she comes with. I'm not interested, but I just want her face so I can throw her onto an articulated body, and this will be my third Tori in my collection. Yeah, I just wanted to add these two before I forget. Yeah, so I have so much customizing to do here. You can see my whole entire doll station is just filled with stuff, and I need to clear this area because the clutter makes me extremely anxious and I can't deal with it. So I'm just waiting to film a lot of the stuff that I'm getting ready to do. But anyways, have you guys taken advantage of the sales going on? Coming up soon, there should be pre-order slots available for those K-pop Demon Hunter dolls that everyone is waiting for, and they've released full body pictures of the dolls already, and from what I can see, I like it. So I'm definitely planning to order me a set of those, but I'm very confused as to whether or not they're going to be available in other stores outside of Mattel. I think this first set of dolls are only going to be available through Mattel, because I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that it was like a Mattel Creations exclusive, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, if you liked what you saw today and you want to see more from my collection and what I end up doing with these dolls to get some ideas for how you can customize your own dolls, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you join the crew of pretty people over here. And until we meet next time, when I come back and show you guys what I did with these dolls here, I hope to see you in the comments section. Thank you all you new people that have been leaving comments and joining our conversations and telling us your opinions about all kinds of things that we're talking about over here with our dolls. Really appreciate the engagement, and I always love hearing different perspectives, even if they're not in agreement with how I personally feel. It's just interesting to hear other people's takes and their kind of logic on why they feel the way they feel about certain things. So thank you guys for doing that. Don't forget to check out my links below if you want to find some great deals or some dolls that you might not have been aware of or had on your radar and you're looking to buy. All of the purchases made through my links allow for the retailers to give me a tiny little tip, and it doesn't cost you guys anything, so it's a way to support my channel so that I can continue bringing you guys good content and showing you dolls that maybe you weren't thinking about getting and you want to have more information on, or customizing ideas that I'm using my dolls as guinea pigs to do before you guys do, like my neck peg tutorial. She's got a easy swap neck that I did myself, so I have a tutorial on how to do that. And this one here, I closed her mouth, Debbie Allen Barbie, I closed her mouth up. I have a tutorial on how you can do that with your dolls as well. If you're interested in anything like that, then make sure you're subscribed. I'm Gypsy, this is Broken Dolly TV. Thanks for watching. Have a dolly day. I'm really not trying to hate on this doll. I don't have any dolls with this face sculpt. I don't even recognize the sculpt. I got this doll on sale as a body donor. I'm just looking at her saying, like, because I'm trying to think, like, do I want to use her as a body donor, or do I want to restyle her and add her to the collection? The answer is hell to the no. Look at her. She's looked like a clown. Like, don't you never come out the house dressed like this. Where is you going? She got this shiny ass outfit on with these fuzzy ass gloves. Why are your gloves fuzzy? Like, she looked like, to be honest, you know what she remind me of? She remind me of those back in the day, like when P&P was a thing and they used to have their girls following the pimps around. Like, she looked like one of those girls. Where are you going? Look at her, even her purse, this money purse. Just, this is too much. Don't never come out the house looking like this. But she puts all the pieces together totally wrong, and then has the nerve to try to like have a fancy hairstyle, and just when it's all put together, she just looked like a hobo, but is like in denial. She doesn't think she is a hobo. She thinks she lives in a palace, but the palace is only in her imagination. Like, we all know somebody who fits that description. That's what this doll reminds me of a little bit. Like, she's like the kooky lady in the neighborhood. And it's so sad because she's like pretty, so you don't want to believe that she's like out here on these streets just wandering around finding clothes in garbage cans and like putting them on in layers. You don't want to believe that about her because you're just like you shouldn't have to be like this, lady. but she is like that, you know. She's got some mental issues. Like, Mattel is trying to kind of diversify and like represent all these different groups of people, so maybe that's low-key what they were trying to do with her. I think they pulled it off. They really pulled it off. And that lady in your neighborhood that I'm talking about, she always smiling just like this. Got a big old smile on her face, and you just looking at her like, how are you smiling? Look at your life. She's fine. She's chilling. She likes sleeping outside. Like, what? This is the tell right here. If you see a woman walking around with fuzzy gloves on this long, every weather, sun is shining, it's snowing, blizzard, or it's rainy outside, every kind of weather, she's got these crazy colored fuzzy gloves on, then this is the giveaway. This doll is her doppelganger. Okay, get her this. When you walk by her and you see her outside of the Target store with her shopping cart, that's just filled with a bunch of bags, but there's nothing in it. Get her one of these dolls and be like, I was just thinking of you when I saw this. Oh my gosh, you can have it, okay? Off with her head.